You guys, many of you have already seen Coach Red in action, but I do have to introduce her, okay? She is someone who has, you guys, many of you, oh, hold on, guys. Many of you have already, I have YouTube going at the same time and I'm hearing myself at the same time. It's crazy. I'm still getting used to it. It's okay. But Coach Red is here, right? She's here to pour into us like how she always does. You know, she is a certified life coach, so she knows what she's talking about. And she was like, Cherokee, I need to get on tonight because there's something that has to be said to these ladies. So she has prepared something very wonderful for you guys. She is going to continue to show up for us. You know, I can't do it all by myself, y'all. So I actually want to invite some of you guys as well. If you ever feel like you want to host a mommy mindset, talk to me. Talk to me about what you want to talk about, and you can have the floor because this is teamwork here, you know, and I want to give everybody a chance to do something like this. So, all right, Tati, she said, I got next Tuesday. Don't play with them, okay? So, without further ado, okay, let's get Coach Red ready. Let's drop some, well, while she's getting ready, let's drop some gratitude in the chat. I want to know what you guys are grateful for today. I am grateful for Wealthy Moms Club. I'm grateful for the community that we're building here. I'm grateful for every single one of you that consistently shows up for yourselves every Tuesday at 9:15 p.m. You know, I'm grateful for the life that I'm able to live. I'm grateful for new opportunities every single day. I'm grateful for God's grace and the connection to the divine. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no greater relationship that you can have, honestly. So let me read out some of y'all gratefuls. I'm grateful for unlimited love. Okay, Chrissy. Grateful for this call. We're grateful for you, Markia. Grateful for God and to be here in this chat. Let's go, Barbara. Who else? Grateful for your servant leadership. Wow, Lex, that's powerful. Thanks. So, Coach Red, it is now your time to shine. Let me spotlight you and let's just get it rolling, y'all.
Blessings and salutations to everybody on here. And you know me, I'm not about quantity on the call, I'm about quality. So even if there was 1, 2, 3, 4 of you ladies here, or gentlemen, or whatever you subscribe to, we here. You know what I mean? And the message is fulfilling, and the power of the tongue to bring things forward to other individuals is just amazing and powerful. Okay? So fire, fire, fire to everyone. Now, of course, before I get started, can everyone put an 8 in the chat if you see what's on here? Because I want to make sure that you can see what I'm writing, right? Because we're going to go through some fun stuff and we're going to write. So now I got to talk to you guys about the your power of to let go. So you see my outfit, right? I've got this, yeah, Cherokee's laughing, right? So I said, Cherokee, I need a cool outfit tonight, right? About letting go. And she's pulled this out of my closet. She said, Mom, you gotta let this go, right? And why do I have to let it go? I love the zebra look, right? And then, and then me being me, I'm from New York, and when I go for the look, it is not just the look, it's an ensemble, honey. It's an ensemble. So I had to have the headpiece. So, this is like retro from my closet. And my daughter said, Mom, I've never seen you wear that. And I said, well, it's something that I've never let go of, right? So she's like, I think you need to start letting it go. Girls, this is from the 90s. This is from the 90s. And this is what I wore as a 19, 20-year-old young lady working on Wall Street as a receptionist for a brokerage. And one of these days, I'll tell you my brokerage story. Because yes, If you got a broker in Forex, okay? If you've got a broker on Forex, your girl right here used to work for those same kinds of brokerages, but a brick and mortar type of place back in the 90s, right? So I wore this today because I gotta find a way to let it go, right? Sometimes we have a bunch of stuff in the closet, right, ladies, that we gotta let go of. But we're gonna talk about some great things. So this is going to kind of develop from the last session that I had with everyone. And if you haven't seen the session, please visit Cherokee Brown's YouTube channel, and it is called The Power no, it's called The Value Proposition. I'm sorry, I've got so many projects in my head for this team here. Nonetheless, the value proposition, right? And we talked about great things. We talked about interest. We talked about value, respect, loyalty, and we talked about action, right? So everything in this space is about mindset, perspective, growth mindset, great mindset. So that's what we're going to continue to strive with and develop, right? So letting go. We went to the women's conference, and for those of you that didn't go to the women's conference, I'm going to take it a step further. Every single woman up in there, every single gentleman up in there, it said 2 words: letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. And I sat there and I said, oh, Lord. And he said, yeah, you got to develop a session about letting go, because some of us don't know how to let go. And it's like, let go and let God, and let go and let God. And so what does that look like, ladies? I don't know what the hell it looks like, right? You sometimes let go of what? So we're going to get into, so let's talk about the meaning of letting go. I'm left-handed, so I got to start on this side, and I'm going to give you guys my back from time to time, but I suffer from left-handedness, and that's okay. It's a great skill set because I'm very abstract. So when we say let go, so what does it mean to let go, right? So let's go to the meaning, because letting go, you see the 90s is trying to fall off my head while I'm letting go, and I'm not letting it happen. I'm that attached to the damn headband. The big one, thick ones too. Looks like a crown. So let go. So what does it mean to let go? What does it mean when you're ready to let go? So let go, what does it mean? It means, right, that you have trust. When you let go of something, you have trust. And they're like, trust when I let go? The wealthy said, you know why you have trust? Because you're trusting that things will get better when you let go. You say, you know what, I'm ready to let this go. I'm ready to let this go. Why? The meaning of it is you have trust inside, okay, that things are going to get better. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you, because that's me. That's me. You got to trust your situation, okay, that's jacked up, to let it go. You got to trust that better days are coming, right? The sayings like, this too shall pass. All of those things, right? Okay? When misery is in the evening, right? Joy comes in the morning. Why? We trusted to let go and go to sleep because we know that the next day we were going to be fantastic. All right, so we're letting go. I'm going to let this go. Cherokee's going to be happy that I'm going to let that go. Okay? So, letting go. So remember, moms, ladies, we get our panties in a bunch way too much, huh? We are these emotional beings, right? And we are very fixed sometimes on our emotions because we're still growing, and that's okay. We need to grow. When we don't see that we're growing, that's when you have to check yourself and you say, I'm stuck. Remember, I always say what? Check your feelings, ladies. Check your shit. Check your feelings, okay? So now what's next? All right, so we've got the meaning of trust. Why? Because we know that trust is gonna take us to better, okay? Because we're good right now. We're good, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna let go, right? But now we're gonna be better because we trust. I trust that when I let this shit go, I'm gonna get better. So next up, EQ. Anybody know what EQ is? EQ. All right, now GQ, you know, EQ. EQ is your emotional intelligence, right? So what does the Q mean? It means quotient. That's what it means. Quotient. And what's quotient? Quotient is a level. It's like math. Probably a couple of you ladies that did well or didn't do well in math. I did great in math, right? Quotient. What's the formula and level of your emotion? So EQ means emotional quotient, amount of emotion. But in growth terms, we just call it emotional intelligence, right? And emotional intelligence, right? Everyone is talking about, oh my God, emotional intelligence, emotional intelligence. What the hell does it mean? I'm emotional and I'm intelligent. So I'm emotionally intelligent. No, girl, you're a mess. I'm emotional and I'm intelligent. You know what, girl? If that's how you feel, we're going to switch that. Wine will always be part of my repertoire. Okay? With that said, right? Emotional intelligence. I'm going to say it in layman's terms. Emotional intelligence is when you have the capacity to separate your emotion from your intellect. There are many times when we have great decisions to make, and our emotions will cloud how we feel, how we think, how we act, how we react, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to be that. Okay? Check your feelings at the door. Check your feelings when you get up. Check them like you checking a damn grocery list. Check them hard. Okay? Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror when I have great decisions to make, and Cherokee can tell you some little wild stories about me because I'm very unapologetic with myself. There's days, and ladies, I'm going to get raw with you today, and I may even shed a tear. All right? And if the foul language hurts you, I'm so sorry. But there's times I wake up and I wake up and I have a lot of things going on, right? And and I say, Mildred Vega, fuck your feelings today and just get the shit done. And I really have to, but that's me. I go hardcore for me. Because at the end of the day, I'm still from the Bronx and I have to speak to myself like that to kind of, yo, get up and get going. So now, let me give you an example of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is being able to accept criticism and responsibility. If someone tells you something in this space, right? There's a lot of people that don't succeed in this space, right? They're not coachable, they're not teachable, they're not moldable. And what's behind all of those words? Able. They're not able. They're not able to accept criticism. They're not able to accept responsibility. So therefore, they are not in the business of letting go. Okay? So when you're out there politicking and getting your recruits and getting all this other, information from other people, okay? We are here to make sure that we let go of our bullshit. So when someone else is coming a mile away with their shit, okay, you can do the Houdini and put out whatever little me. I got my pointer and I'm like, yo, hold up, wait. This is my distance from people. That's how far I want them. Okay? So, another thing is when you have your emotional intelligence in check, okay, you are able to move after you make a mistake with integrity. You are able to say, damn, I made a mistake. I feel shitty. I feel crummy. This is what I did. This is how I would like to repair. How can we get there? There's people in your life that don't know how to apologize. Get them out. Let them go. Let them go. We got a lot of these people in our lives, right? Let them go. Okay? Let them go. Let them go. I'm not going to talk about if I have to apologize to you, I must be authentic about it. And if I'm not ready to apologize, then I'll let you know I'm not ready to apologize. And that's it. Why? Because I'm still kind of checking where my emotions are at here. My emotional intelligence. Am I able to accept your criticism? Am I being responsible? Because emotional intelligence, you've got to be selective. Remember, this is like another bank. This is like another bank. Okay? You gotta pick and choose. This is where your discernment, if you tap in spiritually and align yourself, this will come. This will come like your thoughts. Very, very easy. Okay? And it's not for you to be on a high horse because you're more emotionally intelligent. This is when you are in the core of your personal development. This is when you're working on yourself and you're seeing how much your quotient, how much your volume, how much your cup is full or not full. Okay? So you have to have an emotional bank. All right? And you've got to find positive ways to relieve stress using emotional intelligence. You've got to find positive, effective communication. And sometimes, and I've been trying this lately, and it's very hard for me because I'm a talkaholic, right? I'm a Susie saleswoman. You know, I'm not a Lucy Lettucehead, okay? But I do talk a lot. And lately, what I've been learning to do, I said, I'm going to go on a fast and I'm going to just shut the fuck up, okay? And I'm going to go on a fast and not talk and see where other people's emotional intelligence is to see if I need to let them go. Trust me when I tell you, your father up there will show you people and you cut them off just like this. All right? I can't tell you how many people I've had to cut off in the last 3 to 6 months. Okay? Family, friends, foes. That's it. That's it. I'm thinking like Remy Ma the rapper. Cross me once, you're out. Okay? Moving right along. When you have emotional intelligence, you're able to empathize with people without feeling sorry for them or sympathizing so much or being just apathetic. Empathy is, yo, I feel you. But it's to the point where you empathize to the point where, yeah, one and done. She said one and done, LOL. Yeah, I got that. She just threw me right off. But when you empathize with people, you know, you're sharing your own a sentiment. That's it. You don't gotta own that shit. You don't gotta sympathize with them to the point that you're gonna be stepping in to teach to have them get here, to have them get here, and to have them do this. That's not your job. Your job is to do it for you. Stop trying to save people. Stop it. Stop trying to save your mother. Stop trying to save your father. Stop trying to save your siblings. Stop trying to save the ex person that you're with. Stop asking why they did things to you. Stop, stop, stop. You'll never get an answer. You'll never get an answer. You'll never get an answer. And then you'll stay stuck and they're going to move on with their life and live it, okay? Because they let go of you and you don't know how to let go of them. All right? Remember, you're trusting that you're going to have better things come to you, better, because you got emotional intelligence and you got your shit in check, girl. You grew and you letting things go. Okay? Also, when you got this, ain't nobody could confuse you or even challenge you to be confused. And you'll be able to diffuse confusion like this. You'll be able to sit and say, oh, okay, all right, be well, and you keep it moving. That's me. Oh, well, okay. And I keep it moving. There's no good to see you. It was nice seeing you. Can we see each other again? There's none of that. Why? Because I let go. I don't use those cliches. Don't use cliches. If you see someone that you don't want, or something that you let go of, okay? Do not act like, oh, it's good to see you when you were cringing and trying to avoid them and they tapped you on the shoulder at the Walmart. Let's let's be real. Stop faking the funk with individuals that you know you gotta let go. People, places, and things you gotta let go because they're stopping your growth. Okay? Because when someone has to let you go, they're not gonna think even twice about it. And they're just gonna do it. And you're gonna sit there, why they did that to me? What did I do? Who cares? They let you go. Don't be stuck when other people let you go. Okay? Don't even think about it. Am I making sense? Please put a 5 in the chat. Am I making sense? I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings in this place. Okay? I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings because this is tough love. All right? And I'm glad that all of you were here. Now, this is where your letting go gets real cool, right? And this is when you get your freaking game on, okay? And this is when you act like you that. You're it. Hey, man. Woo! So we getting bold, we getting confident, we using our mental attitude, you know? So what comes next? Shit. I got me a damn positive mantra. You know why? Because I got my affirmations. Oh my God, I speak to myself every day. I talk to my Heavenly Father or whatever it is you subscribe to. All right. I meditate. I'm doing my stuff. I'm in my space. I can empathize with your negative shit. But at the end of the day, I gotta go because I've got some positive mantras to feed my mind after they fed you something different in your ear gates. Okay? When we were at the women's conference, it was Mina. Was it Mina who said it? Okay. A young lady with the green outfit on, she said, and this is something I learned a long time as a little girl in Catholic school, for those of you that didn't know. I went to Catholic school, right? So Mina said, you got to protect your ear gates. You got to protect your heart, right? Because what you hear can affect you. When you hear bad news sometimes, right, it makes you feel a certain way. When you hear great news sometimes, it makes you feel a certain way. So after someone calls you to feed you the bullshit of the day, all right, you empathize with them. But you got to be damn smart enough to feed yourself a positive mantra because that ear gate, you don't want it to stay there. Okay? You don't ever want it to stay there. All right. So, Mildred, what the hell is a positive mantra when I'm letting go? I'm worry free. I'm worry free. Possessions do not befeed my spirit because you got to feed positive mantra after you hear bullshit. Okay? The I'm happy and grateful that I have pam 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 pam, or that I am pam 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 pam. And you have to really pray those people out and pray them out of your heart and your ear and send them off with an envelope of peace and love. Genuinely. Genuinely. Okay? I say goodbye to the things in my life that are blocking my spiritual growth. Look at that. That one's pretty. I love that one. Okay? You know what? Let me tell you something. I've gotten on some real trippy stuff lately that when I've had people with bad energy come to my door, I tell them, look, get the hell off my property because there's something demonic in you right now. And, the forces of evil, like you got them, like really, you need to go. I'm so unapologetic because when you begin to feed yourself a little bit more in the spirit, God will show you who else is showing up for you too. Remember, someone else knows what you want and what you dream of and what your greatness looks like. So they'll put a package together exactly the way that you want it to look like, exactly the way that probably your Heavenly Father will put it together for you. But you gotta know, and you gotta have that discernment if you need to keep that around or let it go. Ah, it's very true. Very, very true. So establish positive mantras. We talk about it all the time. Okay? Establish it. And not only that, I say not only establish a positive mantra, I take it deeper. Establish a positive mantra to kill your painful thoughts. To kill your painful thoughts. Because there's people that talk to you and treat you a certain way that put you in a position, right? That's killing your heart and killing your thoughts. Because you didn't know how to protect your ear gates or didn't even think that that was a thing. But here we are, protect your ear gate. So when you say a mantra to yourself, you gotta say such a dynamic mantra that you are killing thoughts that people fed you that are not yours. And that is part of your emotional intelligence because you say, you know what? I'm better than this. I'm bigger than that. I'm smarter than that. All right? And it's okay to put yourself on that soapbox and feel taller. It's okay. You have to. You have to. There's no room for complacency. There's no room for codependence in this area. When you reach this and you're trusting for better and you're feeling positive, letting go ain't nothing but a thing. Letting go is nothing but just another soda pop that you drank and it's in the trash. It's nothing for you. And you sleep well at night because your conscience is good and what you subscribe to, and you're making sure that your emotional intelligence diet, your diet is good. Everything, remember, in proportion, remember. Now, this is one that I love as well. All right, I've got a couple more. Ladies, it says create physical distance, right? When you're letting go. And this is with people, places, things, habits. You can tie this into everything. But with moms and ladies, you know, we suffer from wanting to save everyone, right? We get in relationships with the potential of the bullshit, right? You know, this person has the potential, you know, oh my God, my man has the potential of doing this. Oh, my girlfriend, my partner has the potential of doing this. Oh, you know what, the potential. If you've ever heard me talk about potential, I think potential is bullshit. When someone tells me, hey, Mildred, you have the potential, that's right. Potential is a two-way street. You have the potential to be an asshole, or you have the potential to be charming. You know? Pick one, right? Sometimes I wake up, and if I'm not in a good mood, hey, there's a potential that I'm going to be an asshole that day, right? If I wake up and the laundry's piled up to the ceiling, because I love laundry and I love clean laundry, right? Okay? I'm going to wake up with the potential to be an asshole. But if I get up and I walk into the garage and all the laundry's done, I have the potential to be charming with my family. Okay? Potential can go either way. So whenever someone says, hey, you got the potential, potential for what? Tell them to be clear. Because potential ain't no guarantee. Okay? And for the, you know, and I'm an HR person by trade. So in my world, when people say potential, I'm like, potential to what? Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Remember, we are being clear about everything in life right now. So create physical distance. Create physical distance from whatever it is you're letting go. It could be people, places, things, food. I'm going to be transparent. I need to stop smoking cigarettes. I need to get my physical distance from cigarettes, from people that smoke cigarettes, even from the stores, because when I see them, I'll be like, let me get and then I'm like, a cookie. Like my Wawa cookie, and I walk out, you know, but I'm struggling. You know, the cigarette thing, right? So, but that's real. And I'm always having my daughter saying, I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes this month. And then she's like, Mom, and I'm like, okay, I know, I'll stop. So there's certain things, right? She said, thank God I had the strength. There you go. It's gonna happen for me one day. I'm working on it. I'm really, really working on it. I have to be transparent about it. Okay? No contact. For those of you that are still dealing with these fucked up people you need to let go, no contact. No contact. No contact. What the hell is wrong with us? Wait a second. No contact. I'll drink to that. No contact. And I'm going to tell y'all something real, no contact, right? I had to cut off my mom. I had to cut off my sister. I had to cut off my best friend from 40 years. And this is going to go up online too, so they can see it. I recently had to cut off a good friend of mine the other day. And I recently had to cut off I'm the cutoff queen. I'm the fucking cutoff queen right now. You know why? You know why? You gotta do it. You know why? Because I said, nah, man, I'ma trust that once I let all these people go, my life is gonna get better. I trusted that in my heart and my soul and my spirit. Okay? And let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all think I'm joking. Guys, I let my mother go. I let my oldest biological sister go. After 47 years of toxicity in my life, okay, I had to let them go. And it hurt me. And it still hurts. And I'm getting emotional and I'm being transparent. That's one of the biggest things I fucking had to let go. It wasn't healthy for me. I was not valued. I was not respected. And my daughter's on this call, so she's seen my life. All right? She's seen me go through it. She's seen me go through the trauma. She's seen me go through the trumpeting and the smear campaign and the covert narcissist. And, hey, she's seen me go through it. So we all have gone through the bullshit, right? And we're all working on being transparent. And this is part of my letting go with you, that I'm letting my bullshit go and I'm being transparent. But you got to have the no contact with those people that are not doing any service in your life, unapologetically. And for those of us that say, okay, I'm gonna just put this in. Who believes in the phrase blood is thicker than water? Let me see in the chat. Who believes in the phrase blood is thicker than water? She said, not me. Okay. She said, okay. Evidence on the fence. Okay. All right, nah. Okay. All right. Okay. So is the term blood is thicker than water, is it in the Bible? I was raised like that. Don't think any of us. Okay, supposed to be. Okay. But doesn't mean that it's true. Okay. I love everybody's comments. They're going in. Let me tell you, I'm gonna recite to you the full statement. I'm not sure the Bible does. Good answer. I'm gonna tell you, it's not in the Bible. Because I'll tell you how the saying goes. Well, it is in a Bible, but not the Bible that I subscribe to, right? So the saying goes like this. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water in the womb. Again, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. And I'll tell you where you can find that. In a negative Bible that we don't subscribe to. That's where that saying comes from. Is thicker than the water of the womb. The water of the womb is where we came from, right? And the water of the womb is precious, right? Okay? And when we get baptized, right? We do it in water, right? But when we sign our life off in contracts, right? We seal it in blood. Know the difference, girls. Let's keep moving on. Know the difference. So when anyone tells you blood is thicker than water, you need to really look at them and really need to kind of check and evaluate their moral compass. Because I'll be damned, someone tells me that statement, and I go off onto a lot of little other things, but that's one thing that I've been dying to shout out. So many people say the well, blood is thicker than water, and I'll be like, I look at them and I go, okay, and then shortly thereafter, I make sure that they're not in my life because that's not part of my moral compass. I take it further. All right, let me keep pushing already because it is 9:57. All right, one great thing. We're gonna go to the next one. No contact. Do your own work. You know, when we're trying to heal, we got this problem that we want people to know when we're healing. We want people to know when we're sad. We want people to know everything. And we need help. And we need codependency. And we need this. And we need validation. And no, you don't need shit but yourself. Focus. That's it. You were born alone and you die alone, right? When you leave, you don't take none of this with you, right? What you take with you is what you've gained in the spirit. Okay, and I'm being real with it. So the letting go piece even goes further than that. Do your own work. Do your own work, which means mind your own business. Mind your own details in life. Face your inner shadows about you. Face all the fucked up shit you got about you. I know I got some messed up things about me. I yell when I get mad. I yell when I get mad. I yell when anyone tries to come for me. I yell when I even communicate, even my bass goes up. And I know why. I know why I yell. People say, why do you yell so much? You don't got control of your voice. You so, so your voice is so loud and big. And you're so intimidating. Why I'm like that? I'll tell you why I'm like that. Because as a kid, I never had a voice. As a kid, I wasn't allowed to cry. As a kid, I wasn't allowed to voice my opinion. As a kid, I grew up, do as I say, not as I do. You know? As a kid, I was not allowed to defend myself vocally. And I ended up in abusive relationships after and just even not in like intimate relationships, just with friends and family. I can't tell you, someone did wrong in the family and it all, got blamed on me. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to give you my life story, but I'm just saying I had a lot of shit, a lot of hurt, a lot of dark shit, a lot of stuff that I'm cleaning up after all these years. It's not easy. So I couldn't go to everyone, oh my God, can you help me? Can you give me a hug? Oh my God. Listen, can somebody listen to me? No. Not everyone is going to be there for you. And people are going to be there for you, right? And they're going to say, girl, I got you. I'll listen to you. Give a hug. And then they'll turn around and tell you, yo, that bitch is a fucking drama queen. Check yourself. Check your emotions and stop telling everyone your shit. Get help. Get a life coach. Get a good support system. Okay? But stop telling people the things that you're working on. You know why? Because they ain't going with you where you're going. I've accepted that the people that I let go because they're not coming with me. And there's a lot of people in this world that are not coming with you too. And that's okay. Don't feel bad for them, because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't invite you with them anyway, would they? So you got to think like that. You got to think like that, okay? And stop playing and being the victim in your own damn narrative. You're not a victim in your narrative. Oh, the woe is me. Cut that shit out. Your kids are too busy crying to you about the woes in them. That's right. You are a survivor. That's right. That part. All of y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Tonight I'm on fire with this letting go, because I'm telling you that these women supposed to be about letting go. I said, yeah, but how do we do that? You always got to trust you're going to be better, right? Emotional intelligence. Got to let that shit grow. Your positive mantras. Yo, I'm worry-free. I'm debt-free. I ain't worrying about nobody else but me. I'm okay. I have no burdens. I gave them up to the Lord. I'm doing well. I ate today. I feel positive. I put on all this makeup for y'all today, by the way. Okay, that's how much I'm letting go because I have so much damn makeup there. And I said, you know what? I'm just going full blown 80s, got the little kitty thing on the side and everything. And for y'all, I really took it back with the zebra. Okay, y'all should be proud of me. All right. And don't let anyone create a narrative for you either. Okay? Which means stop telling everyone your shit. Sometimes you be like, damn, this person know my business, this person know my business. Let go of yourself from telling other people everything. Sometimes you tell too many people your business and everyone knows your business and now you think everyone's talking shit about you. Let go of talking about yourself to other people. Let it go. Talk to God about you and ask God to fix you and you fix you because ain't nobody out here gonna fix you. Stop talking to people about your shortcomings. Stop it. Because they have a lot of shortcomings they're not going to say shit about to you. But they'll capitalize on your stuff to feel better. And you are no stepping stone for nobody. Gotta let go. Create that distance. Powerful mantras. Okay? Make yourself feel like a damn queen every day. All right? Sometimes I walk down the hall in my job and I'm like, I'm that. I'm it. I'm that. Mildred, who you talking to? Me? Why? Because I'm the HR goddess. I am. I'm the HR goddess at my job. You can't tell me nothing. That's right. I'm the HR goddess. Why? Are your W-2s okay? Why? Because I built them. I'm that goddess. Own your shit. If you're the best fast week basket weaving person, own it. But let go of the shit. Okay? If you're not someone that likes to do, a lot of housework, let that shit go. Don't pressure yourself and depress yourself over dirty laundry. Yeah, let me tell you something about Cherokee. Cherokee's Achilles heel is laundry. Cherokee's Achilles heel is laundry. Okay? She said they know. This is our struggle here, laundry. But I love laundry. I will do laundry all day long. All right, keep it going forward. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Understanding and developing mindfulness is the next one, right? So we're talking about mindfulness. People are like, Mildred, what's mindfulness? Everybody's on this mindfulness trip. Everybody's talking about mindfulness. What's this mindfulness talking about, right? It's basically the last time we met, right? We talked about your level of consciousness, right? We talked about your level of consciousness and your level of awareness, right? Something starts to happen within you, when you see value, right? When you start to see value within yourself, when you start to see value in the things that you are pressing into, your consciousness, your awareness, there's this level of awakening that starts to happen to you. That's mindfulness. That's mindfulness. All right, beloveds, that is mindfulness. And when you have mindfulness, okay, you're letting your mind flow into this state of accepting this next level of awarenessness and consciousness. And the greatest thing about it is that you'll start seeing things around you real different. And even if you attempt to say something, they'll be like, yo, you crazy. Why are you seeing things like that or whatever? You don't gotta tell anyone that you're a little bit more woke than they are. Shh. Don't tell anybody nothing. Shh. They're gonna think you're crazy. Okay? Another one is a mental state that you've achieved in focus. Remember, ladies, we're moving differently. Remember? We're moving. Who's moving differently? Give me a 2 in the chat. Are we moving differently? Are we moving? We're moving differently. So we got to keep moving differently, girl. Okay? And while you move differently, right? And you're letting go, okay? Something else starts to happen. You calmly start to accept the bullshit around you that doesn't shake you. And when things fall apart in other areas that got nothing to do, you're like, oh, wow, okay. Oh, okay, really? Be well, and you're out. You don't see, when you let go of shit, it's interesting because your before self used to be like, yo, how can I help you? I'm there for you. I'll give you the shirt off my back. When you let go, you'll be like, oh. And I'm not saying to be shitty to everyone. I think you guys know where I'm going with this, right? Can I get like a 0 in the chat if you know where I'm going with this? You know, when you let go, when you let go of people, places, things, remember, there's things that you're not going to be interested in doing anymore. There's places that you're not going to be interested in doing anymore. When someone says, hey, what you doing? I'm bored. And they hitting you up. I'm like, okay, you bored now. I'm busy. Like the two don't match, right? The two don't match. So if you're there, that means that you're letting go. And you've done the notes and you're like, you know what? I'd rather sit. I'm telling you, Saturday night, my daughter walked through the door, 10:30 at night. Okay. All right. I'm there on the couch. She's coming in from a wonderful outing. And where the hell am I? In front of the damn TV watching who? Melanie Grunoff. Like Melanie Grunoff, like a crackhead. You know, on a Saturday night, 10:30 at night. Meanwhile, before that, I was saying to Cherokee, I think I'm going to the club later. Maybe one of my girlfriends, you know. And then, you know, my girlfriend was like, I'm not feeling well. So they was like, all right, God's time. And I guess I'm going to stay home and watch Melanie, right? But I was just sweating. Why? Because I let go. I don't need to do that. Okay? Keep it moving. I'm mindful. I'm just not going to entertain anything. I'm going to use my time wisely. Remember, I gave you guys a scripture in Ephesians, right? It says, make good use of your time because these times are evil. And I'm not talking about people. I was talking about procrastination, you know, energy vampires, you know, things like that energetically that steal us away from our purpose. Don't lose focus of your purpose. Don't be shaken. Okay, you will continue to grow in mind, body, soul, and spirit. All right. Another thing I wanted to be, you know, when you're going through this, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle. Be gentle with you, mama. Be gentle with you when you're going through changes and you feel that defeat. You know, there's nobody, dust yourself off. Get up just get up. I have this little thing that I do, you know, with Happy Feet. When I get happy real quick or something beautiful happens in my house, I'm like, Happy Feet. Happy Feet. And I literally do the Happy Feet dance. And I get, you know, everybody starts doing the Happy Feet. Celebrate yourself. My grandson, when he does something, I did it. So now I'm like, I did it. Celebrate yourself. Be gentle with yourself. If you cut people off and you cut things off of whatever it is that you love, don't beat yourself up because you had to cut those things off. I couldn't beat myself up because I had to cut certain relatives out of my life. Because they were not, I mean, I'm fucking 47 years old, still waiting for somebody's approval, waiting for somebody to love me, waiting for someone to tell me how intelligent I am, how great I am, how beautiful I am, how much of a great mother I am, how much of a good daughter I am. And it never came. It never came. You know what I mean? So now I had to really, really lean on God and say, okay, who am I? And God said, hey, you're the new matriarch of this family. Wipe the stress off your face and get the fuck to work. Well, he didn't say all that F word, you know. But you know what I'm saying? Get to work. You know, and I was hurt. And I'm alone. And I was left. I had family, but I was left to fend with me and my 2 girls and my grandson. You know, with a bunch of fucking stalkers, and it's ugly. And I'm giving you my letting go story because letting go is not easy. It's fucking painful. But I'm gonna tell you this. Wait a second, I'm getting a tissue. And my daughter can attest to it, right? That the minute I really started letting people go, the floodgates of things, of goodness, just started to align. And I'm giving you my testimony. Girls, let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? I harbored 47 years of bullshit. Okay? You know, I didn't come to this earth in a normal, loving, intimate way. All right? My story is very, very different and not a nice one. How I was conceived and how I got here. But you know what? God has such a bigger plan for me, right? That He doesn't give a shit how I got here, but I'm here now. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit I wasn't loved as a kid. He doesn't care. I'm here now. And that's what I'm owning now. That's what you gotta own now. Now. Own the now. Don't your past is gone. Stop owning that shit. Let it go. You can't fix that. You can't get your mama to love you more. You can't get your daddy to protect you more. You can't get your siblings to have your back more. You can't. Let that shit go now. Let it go now. And every morning I wake up letting go, letting go, letting go unapologetically. So let go. All right. Yeah, I got emotional. Yeah, I'm still from the Bronx though. All right. All right. So when you let go, you've got to be kind to yourself. You've got to have that self-compassion. Hurt is hurt, okay? But your goal is to be loving with yourself in the highest regard. You got to love yourself. You know, sometimes we go more out for people than we go for ourselves. And culturally speaking, that's dysfunctional. I come from a very thick Puerto Rican culture and I was groomed to do everything myself. If not, I was a fucking loser. That's dysfunctional. Let that shit go. You need help. You need a tribe. You need a tribe. Keep your emotions in check. Okay? Keep your emotions in check. All right? Be gentle with yourself. Also, this one y'all not gonna like. This one I really don't like. I hated this one. But, you know, a lot of things we hate and we don't like is really the real shit, right? Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is something you gotta allow. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. This is the thing that, man. Woo. And I had to write this one big. All right. Can y'all see this? Put a one in the chat if you can see that statement. Can you see it? All right, let me get my pointer out, ladies. And I know I'm going a little over, right? Allow the negative emotions to flow. You gotta empty this tank out. I don't care if you throw it up, shit it out, vomit it, sweat it out, get it out your system. The negative emotions to flow. Because if you can't get this out, you can't let anything in and your quotient is not going to grow. Who's gonna let it out? Cheers to those that are gonna let the negative. And let me tell you something. There's times that I sit in my room catching the only tantrums and stomping my feet, and Cherokee will hear me, and I'm like, because I don't want to hit anybody, right? Because I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that in like 30, 40 years, right? And I'm in my room just thugging it out by myself because I got to release that energy. If you don't know how to release the energy, find a hobby, do something, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Do something productive, dance, put on a song, okay? Do something, yup, work at it, right? You had to work hard at it, that's right, it's not easy. You're repairing your heart, you're repairing your mind, your body, your spirit. You're redeveloping, you're resetting. Okay, it's all about reset, moms. It's all about resets. Every day we get up, we got 1,000 things to do. By the end of the day, you feel what? You feel fucking defeated and depleted. We're not doing that. If you feel depleted, it's okay, but you should never feel defeated. Okay? Because if you feel a little bit depleted, but not defeated, that means you had a great productive day. Okay? But letting go, let go. How? Girls, your skill sets, you're going to be better. You got to trust. Okay? All of these areas. All right? You gotta let that negative emotion flow. You gotta say, oh, I'm so pissed off. Ugh. But you know what? I feel good. You gotta give it a sound. You have to. You have to. There's times when I am on one-on-ones with individuals, even with my children, and they're crying and they're like, Stone, and rub the back. What do I say? Give it a sound. Ian Vincent does say it all the time. Give it a sound. Give it a sound. Give it a sound. I start hitting your chest. I start hitting your back. I start tapping on something. Why? Because you're alive. Give it a sound. Give it a sound. Give it a sound. If those of you that have chilled out with me and we've done some prayer, I start like that. Come on. Get it out, get it out, get it out. It's energy, locked in energy. Get it out, get it out, get it out. You've got to find a way to relieve that stress. Keeping it all inside is going to make you physically sick. You're going to have heart problems, thyroid problems, whatever problems. You're not aligned. Stress will kill you. Okay? All right? Also, all the other negative feelings that we're letting go are feelings of grief, anger, disappointment, fear, and sadness. Okay? And with negative feelings, stop saying, I want this, I want that. Because if you know how the big guy up there works, right? If you say, I want patience, what is he gonna do? He's gonna throw a bunch of chaos in your life, give you all the patience, right? That's all right. I have peace in my life. I am peace. I am love. I am amazing. I am worry free. I give love. I replenish love. I fill my well. I spring up love. I spring up goodness. I spring up kindness. I'm a love factory. I am a wellness factory. I am, I am, I am, I am. Not I want. I want a lot of things, right? When we say, I'm chairman, I am chairman. But be careful with the I want. I want people. No, you more than want that. You are that. Don't say you want. I want a hey, I want a glass of wine. I want a glass of wine. Why? I went and I bought it. But for me, you know, I am fine like wine. You know, I'm preserved like wine. You know, think about what you're gonna say and be intentional, even about saying the loving words to yourself. Okay? It's so cool now to talk down to ourselves. Oh, such a stupid, such an idiot. Stop talking to yourself like that. You're so damn special. You're so beautiful. You're one of a kind. You've been classically conditioned to beat yourself up for the satisfaction of others. No more. No more. Let it go. Let it go. Except two things in life, ladies. Some people don't know how to apologize and you'll never get it. Let go. Let go of those people that you're still waiting for an apology for. Let go. Let go of that person that owes you $20. Let that shit go. If you lost a friend because they didn't pay you back $20, they wasn't your friend. Okay? Another thing to accept. You do not need your mom, your dad, or your family. She said, not 20. Yes, I lost a friend over $20. You know? Yep, drop the mic. You do not need your mom and your dad's approval. You don't need your mom and your dad's approval. And I know some of you are like, what? This girl's fucking crazy. A little. A little. And I'll tell you why. I spent 42 years waiting for my mother's approval of me. Bachelor's degree. Master's degree, graduated cum laude from a very private school. Okay? 215 license, homeowner, you know, all of these wonderful things, HR professional, well respected. And my mother still looked at me like I was a piece of shit. And she still treated me like, why? Because she didn't have those skill sets. I'm not gonna sit here and down my mom either. My mom was an orphan, and my mom was completely she was not emotionally available. And my mother had experienced a lot of trauma as a young child, and I didn't know that. And I wanted to teach her how to love me and accept me, and it never happened, you know? So, because that relationship became so unhealthy for me, because my mom didn't have anyone to come in her life and help her with these skill sets, I needed to take care of me further and I need to sever those ties. And that's people look at me and they're like, yo, you're crazy for no, I'm not. I'm crazy for staying because mental health runs in my family real deep, and Cherokee could tell you. And I have to safeguard myself and safeguard my children from the generational curses that we're stopping here. Because why? We're letting it go. We're letting generational curses go. We're letting poverty go. We're letting bad mindsets go. We're letting, the things that hurt us go. The people that didn't approve of us, right? We're letting scarcity go. We're letting employership mindedness go because we want to be unemployable. What does that mean? We want to be able to work for ourselves and create dynasties of wealth for our generations to come. But you can't do none of that, ladies. If you gotta do this inner work, you gotta all do this inner work. And the greatest secret about it, you don't gotta tell nobody what you're doing. Don't tell anyone you're bettering yourself. They're gonna think you're crazy. Okay? Engage in self-care daily. Tell yourself how much you bad. You know? What is that? Jocelyn Hernandez says, do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day. Yay, yay. Do it like it's your B-day. So there's days I wake up and I'm like, Jocelyn Hernandez, do it like it's my B-day. Do it like it's my B-day on Tuesday. Do it like it's my B-day. Telling you, wine is part of my repertoire, y'all. Self-care, all right? And then you see your goals. You see your empowerment goals. And remember when people start telling you, yo, you've changed. Yo, you've changed, right? They start saying things like that. You should be like, yeah, I'm happy I'm changed. Okay? Set boundaries. It's okay. Let me tell you one thing Beyonce said. She said her father taught her, you know, you don't have to be nice to everyone and everything. You can be firm, kind, and courteous. You're a boss, right? Because sometimes we have to be nice. And we think that being nice is getting far. No, you can be courteous, right? Those are all the different skills. That's why you bossed up, you let shit go. Your emotions are in check, right? You got distance from people. And trust me, when you distance yourself from the right people with all that energy, I kid you not, you're going to receive phone calls. You're going to receive information. You're going to receive downloads that's going to tell you what's going on in that person's life that's not favorable. And you're going to pray for them and you're going to send them off with an envelope of love. But you decided to let go because something wasn't feeling right. Remember, your emotional compass, your moral compass, okay, you doing the work. You've got all this special stuff going on. You don't tell nobody. You moving differently, Mom. You moving differently. I always go back to what? Establishing your tribe. Where's your tribe at? And let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta kick members out of your tribe, and sometimes you gotta recruit new ones. Sometimes you can't keep the same people around you. I can't keep the same people around me all the time. There's a lot of special individuals in my life that I've kept around me. But others I just have to let go because we just are not at the same level. Or we just grown apart. And that's okay. The friend that you have for 30, 40 years is probably still not going to be the friend that you have for the next 20 years. And that's okay. It's okay to outgrow people and still say what's up later on. All right? This is my last one. Okay? Permissions. And this is all over the place, right? Permission. Okay? Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to talk about anything you want to talk to yourself and to God. Give yourself permission to take control. of what you need to refocus on. You don't need anybody's permission to look at them differently to see if you got to let them go. Give yourself permission to analyze everything around you unapologetically. You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing, okay? Give yourself permission to refocus on how you handle situations. I am working on not yelling when I get upset. And I need to be really, really upset. I need to be like flared up and pissed off, you know, because as a child, again, I was not spoken to. I was yelled at. I was not spoken to. I was yelled at. Mira, right? It was always a yell. It was never communication. It was never the kind of communication that I engaged with my children. You know, it was always rough and banter and hard. So I grew up like that. And I had to find, and my life coach came into my life and she softened me, you know? So some of us don't have those opportunities. So if good people come into your life to help you genuinely, they're possibly angels sent from God to help you transition and change. And meanwhile, you're rejecting it because you don't recognize it. Take a chance on probably someone that you don't know that God has probably sent you, okay, to help fix the things in your life. The last thing that I'm going to leave with you, okay? Well, two things. Make those changes immediately and unapologetically. Stop apologizing for the new person that you're going to be. Stop apologizing for it. Because when other people want to go and make changes, no one comes to you and asks you for your permission, do they? Hey, what do you think if I started this? Or what do you think if and if they do, right? And if you don't tell them what they want to hear, they're going to still do the shit that they want to do anyway, right? It's life. Mind your own. All right, girls? All right, ladies? One more thing. Happiness is a choice, not a condition. Again, happiness is a choice and not a condition. Okay? A cold is a condition. COVID is a condition. Constipation is a condition. Pregnancy is a condition. Okay? Happiness is a choice. Happiness is not an ailment. Sadness is a choice. Sadness is not a condition. Okay? Depression is a condition. Do we know the difference? Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Can I get a 3 in the chat for the Trinity? Can I get it? Okay? I'm going to leave you with a couple of more, and then I'm out of here because I know it's 10:30, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to leave you with this big one, okay? Right size your lifestyle. Not downsize, not upsize. Right size your lifestyle with money, people, places, and things. Learn to let go. Make an inventory of people and places and things that you gotta let go. Like, I gotta let go of this. Should I let this go? Cherokee says I shouldn't let this go. You know? Enjoy right sizing your life, purging daily to complement yourself. To complement more is better. You know? Compliment yourself daily by purging daily. Less is better than more mentally. Okay? I want to leave you girls and ladies, my audience, with everything I had today with letting go. Thank you for letting me be transparent with you today. Thank you for listening. Yes, I do have feelings, and I am working on letting go and being transparent. I'm also working on to let go that I need to get back on social media, and I'm terrified. It gives me the shakes because I've had some stalkers out there that have been unhealthy and not nice to me. So that's why I'm not on social media for those of you that are asking. But Cherokee's going to help me with that. So thank you so much, and good night, ladies. I love you all.